Hi, everybody. So my last video was a little bit crazy, but still feel necessary, and I don't regret posting it. But as promised, I wanted to give you the other side of the story with regard to, sorry, hair's a mess. With regard to being on a conscious spiritual journey. As I said, there's a lot of misconceptions about what being spiritual should look like. People think that if you're spiritual, that means that you're just always happy, you're always kind, you're always helpful and loving, and you speak nothing but positivity and rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. And I would say probably 80% of the time, maybe closer to 90, that is the truth. Because once you are spiritually awake and know that you are on this path, that's just how you treat people. So here is my list of things that best explain my perception of being on a conscious spiritual journey. It is realizing that we are all energy. We are all of the same energy that is the energy of our Creator God, of the Source. We're all just fragmented pieces of that same energy living out on the earth in physical manifestation. When we're born, we are blank slates consisting of nothing but that energy. That's why most babies are just happy all the time. It's not until we get a little bit older that the real world starts imposing its beliefs and its ideas and its rules on us about how we should live and what we should wear and what we should eat and how we should think and where we go, where we belong, what we should do, what it looks like to be successful. And we have to stop being ourselves. We have to put aside that knowing that everything is okay, that we're all connected to love, by love, as love, and we start acting differently. Once you know that we're all made of the same energy and you realize that we're all connected, everything is connected, every person is connected, every plant, every animal, every living being is connected. And because of this, what you perceive in your reality is just your vibration pushed out into the real world. If there are negative or perceived negative things happening, it's something that you've called on yourself. I know I've stated this before. I'm not saying it means you deserve what you get. If someone's murdered or someone is raped, they didn't ask for it, but their vibration was the same as those things that were happening. You can't get back better than you put out. If you're putting out negative vibes, you're going to get back negative. What else it means to me is having no attachment to other people's ideas, other people's beliefs, other people's opinions of anything or of you. You know, you can state your truth, what you know in your heart and in your soul to be true. And if people don't agree with it, that's fine. Sometimes it makes you angry because we are still human, but you take that anger and look at yourself and try to figure out why. Why is this making me angry? That person most times is not trying to make you angry. Some do, some don't. Most don't. Most people are just acting out what they've been programmed. You know, what they were taught to believe and taught to think and taught to say and taught to do. And they're not trying to personally attack you. They're just trying to get you to validate for them that what they believe is true. It's letting go of the need for that validation. You speak what you know to be true, what you feel in your heart and in your soul to be true, and then you let the rest go, because people's reactions to what you have to say is rarely based on you. It's based on them. That makes it so much easier to go through life and maintain the joy and the bliss and the love that lives inside of all of us. We are pure love, walking around in physical form, limited only by our own beliefs. our own patterns. Once you know this, you say what you need to say. And that doesn't mean attacking people, calling names and saying, well, that's my truth. You're an idiot. I think that's true. I don't think anybody's an idiot. I think that people have some idiotic ideas about what should be going on or what is true. Doesn't make them an idiot. It just means they have a different perspective than I have. They're at a different point on their path. And what we're talking about isn't matching up. And being okay with that. It is looking at people that are mean or angry or depressed and understanding why they feel that way, understanding what has happened in their life that caused them to carry around those emotions. It's being grateful, recognizing that the only way to be truly happy in this world is to be grateful for everything that you have. Are there things that I would like to have that I don't right now? Absolutely. But when I look around, I have a roof over my head. I have food to put in my stomach. I have reliable transportation. I have steady income coming in. I have everything in the physical world that I could possibly need to be successful. Maybe not successful by some people's standards. I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank. And that's okay. It's having $7 in the bank 4 days before payday and not being stressed out because you know that the universe will make a way. Your steps will be guided. If you just clear your mind, drop into your heart space, and let the information come to you, your steps will be ordered. You'll be guided to do what needs to be done to make it where you're trying to make it, if it is in the greatest and highest good of you and the collective, because we are all connected. So if what you're doing is with the intention of being the best version of yourself for your greatest and highest good and the greatest and highest good of everyone around you, then it's going to work out for you no matter what. There's no way to stop it. The universal laws dictate it. It can't be changed. It's recognizing that a lot of shitty things happened in your past, but being able to see how all of those things are connected and led you to where you are right now, and understanding that they were necessary because you have to have dark to see the light. You have to have contrast. You have to have bad so that you can appreciate the good. If you don't have things that bring about negative emotions in you, then you can't figure out what you do want. Every time you go through something that might not feel good or make you feel the way that you want to feel, you step back and evaluate why it's making you feel that way. What inside me is causing this reaction? What do I believe? What patterns do I have that need to be investigated? They need light shined on them so that you can get rid of them and understand that none of that is true. None of the things that you're thinking about that particular situation are true. And then letting them go so that you can remove those blockages and raise your vibration and receive even better into your life. It means that you're going to be misunderstood. Most of the people that I know, they don't understand me right now, and that's okay. It gets lonely not being able to have a full-blown conversation about the things that you know to be true and the things that you believe. It's really lonely sometimes. And that's okay, because those feelings are temporary. You do not need anyone else's validation for the way that you feel and the way that you think and the way that you believe and the way that you act. When you know the truth of yourself and the truth of the universe and the truth of the reality, your reality is just you pushed to the outside. That's all it is. So if someone's doing or saying something that you don't necessarily agree with or has you triggered, I hate that word, then what is it in you that's causing you to feel that way? If they're just being themselves and it's pissing you off, that's on you, not on them. You have to look at yourself and figure out what is it about you that you believe or that you've been taught that is making you so unaccepting of their point of view. And understanding their point of view, because you see the bigger picture and you know that deep down inside, every single person is you. They're exactly you. They're the same energy, they're the same love, they're the same peace, they're the same bliss. They just don't know what's in there. And so they act accordingly. It's just understanding. It's knowing. And it's faith. It's faith. It's believing that no matter what, you're going to have everything that you need and everything is going to be okay, always. So if you watched my last video, here's what I promised for you, the other side of it, and what it means to me to be consciously on your spiritual path. I hope that you all have a great day, and as always, I love you.